You're in tune with the sounds of Bandit City Camo Crew and the one exploring like camo. Jeff? Ninja. IKS, Ian is over here. There he is, look. Ladies and gentlemen. This is a Redoubt Fort Dover. There's a Brent gun over there, 303, a few other bits. And mate there with Sten gun. You've seen them? The old cannons. They would whack them all down, clean it, whack them, plunge it. Brilliant. Yeah, and then mop it out.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 12 o'clock, midday on this nice sunny day in the Drop Redoubt Western Heights. And the Drop Redoubt Western Heights has served its purpose already, because this is the year 1815. The invasion scare was 1806. Now the soldiers you see in front of you are wearing red tunics, and everyone
give me a nice talk while I'm walking, so I don't have to talk for once.
The truth was, they were cheap.
Everyone would be like, yeah!
But the main purpose was they could be seen. When these guys fire a volley, you'll see the smoke that's engendered, and that's called the fog of war. And the officer commanding, the generals or whatever, needed to see where their troops were. At the Battle of Waterloo, very few men were killed or wounded by being aimed at individually.
There's Dover. Oops! There's Dover, everyone.
Put on the uniform,
And look, there's Dover Castle.
had 22 inches of space in a line, and it was tough
With
to know where the
IKS Ian, it's good to see you, mate.
You just stood there and took it.
We've just seen him and the girl that does the narrating, sorry I forgot your name.
So if there are
The Mickey Mouse cruise ship's in, as say the locals apparently call it.
And you might need earplugs. Of course, they're only firing blanks at the moment. Now the drummers are beating the prepare to fire. Notice they're biting off the end of a cartridge. The tube of paper that says now powdering. And they put that powder into
Yeah, just guessing that's where the shells and powder was kept.
They're pouring the rest of the powder down the barrel. And it's going to be rammed outside. I mean, these soldiers could fire 3 rounds a minute, no problem at all. If you've got a rifle brigade, it takes much longer. So it's the drill sergeant's job to check that all those ramrods are back in the pipes and not down the barrel. And they're going to fire a volley. Now, we need someone, you, with the white shirt. You come and stand over here. Come on, I want you to volunteer now, and I want you to stand here. Come on, stand here. Now, this young man, if you just stand there, you're going to be the aiming point for this volley. It's quite safe, nothing can happen to you. I'm going to stand just behind you and crouch down here. So here they go. Now, you mustn't flinch, don't flinch. Now, well done. A round of applause for this lad. He didn't flinch at all. Well done. He's obviously a son of Albion. Now, there again, they've torn off another piece of paper. They put it in the flash pan, put it down the barrel and ram it down. Now, sometimes a musket won't go off. It'll only flash in the pan, so that's an expression we get. So already you've got 2, biting the bullet and a flash in the pan. The other one is going off half-cocked, you've probably heard that. All these muskets have got a half-cocked detent on the tumbler, which means they're safe. Now they're pulling the cock back, ready to fire. Now the idea was
imagine that on Waterloo.
That all those soldiers together in a line fired at once. That's the only way these muskets were really effective. They're quite reliable, but not too accurate. I mean, you could hit a milk churn probably the other side of that bit of grass there. But the main thing was they had to fire all at once, and you'll see the drill sergeants have got spontoons. They're like the next line along from a halberd, an axe. So a spontoon was used not only to protect the colours, but it meant that the drill sergeant could actually put that spontoon behind the backs of the soldiers and keep them in a straight line. You've all seen Trooping the Colour, where they keep a straight line and they wheel and do revolutions and things. It's so you can get a lot of muskets to bear, and fire in one go. That's how they were effective. So you had to stand in line, and as soon as a soldier was killed, that space would be taken up. So a regiment, like a battalion, 1st Foot Guards, 3rd Battalion, could be 75 yards long too deep, and as they start taking casualties, the flanks close in and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But they mustn't lose contact with each other. When we were at Waterloo 200 in 2015, there were thousands of reenactors and all these muskets going off. You couldn't see a thing with the smoke. So that's why those tunics are red. The French wear blue tunics. The French tunic was dyed blue, and it was dyed in the yarn. In other words, it was dyed in the yarn before they made it up into a tunic. The British tunics were delivered to the dyers in white wool, and then they dyed them red. So after a year or so, they went a sort of brick colour. Now the regiment here on the left, you see, is 1st Foot Guards. The one on the right, the 79th Highlanders, the Camerons. They all fought at Waterloo. You'll see that the 1st Foot Guards are wearing a thing called a Belgic shako, which is a shako, a headgear with a false front to make them look a bit taller and wings to make them look a bit wider. At Waterloo, a lot of the regiments were wearing grey trousers, but the white trousers are more for parade. They've got white cross belts, and on those cross belts, you'd put pipe clay. Now later on, they'll be fixing bayonets. So when you think about it, you've got a musket, muzzle loading, .75 caliber, smooth bore, not that accurate, but fairly reliable. But the main thing was, if cavalry came close to you, you needed to fix bayonets and form square. When you were a square of infantry, you were very vulnerable to artillery. So the artillery would send a round shot through a square and probably kill about 12 or 14 men with one shot. So a line of infantry too deep wasn't so vulnerable to artillery. The bayonet was designed by the French and produced in a town called Bayonne. In France, that's where you get the term bayonet. And it's a socket bayonet, so when it fits onto the muzzle, it means you can still load and fire with the bayonet fixed. At the Battle of Culloden against the Scots, when the Scots saw us fix bayonets, they thought we were using the old-fashioned plug bayonets which went into the muzzle. As soon as you did that, you just had a pike and you didn't have a musket. So the Scots charged, and not realising that we had socket bayonets that you could still fire and load with the bayonet fitted. It's a 17-inch blade, it's fullered on two sides, so it's grooves, which allows air to get into the wound. They're very good at sticking in someone, but even better at pulling out, extraction. If you've got a sword blade and you stab someone with that, you know, it could actually bite on two ribs and you get it stuck in the body. So a bayonet is very good for stabbing and also as a protection against horses. You'll notice that on the right-hand side of the soldiers, they've got a cartridge box called a cartouche, and that would hold 60 rounds of ammunition. And that ammunition is black powder and a lead ball, and the whole lot is in a tube of paper called a cartridge. Now when you go to an art shop, you buy paper and it's still called cartridge paper.
Right.
It was special paper designed by the Royal Laboratory, and if you hold up a great sheet of this paper, it curls, so it's got a grain to it, you can make it up into a tube. So 60 rounds in that side pack, not on the cartridge box, a cartouche. On their left hand side they've got a blue, it looks like a little container, that's their water. Then they've got a knapsack on the side which will be a day's rations. So they're self-contained. What they're not wearing at the moment, we sometimes wear these, is a knapsack which goes on your back. Now all these evolutions are from the period, all the commands are accurate, and again it's just to make sure that you're facing the enemy, your muskets are loaded and you're ready to fire. I think we need some children to get involved here, so can we have one or two youngsters?
King George needs some good people who want to join King George's army.
Here's a young lad here, well done, any more? Here's another one here, well done. My God, they're flooding in, these volunteers, look.
Yeah, and they died like that as well.
And we've got some more youngsters. Come on, you want to come in? Come on, you're going to volunteer. Loads of money. Here we go. There's your chance to kill a Frenchman. How can you trust a country with over 300 types of cheese? Let's finish them off. Come on. Okay, you're all being handed out muskets. Well done. Let's have some more. Any more? Any more volunteers, yes? Well done. Look, come on. And skipping. Look, skipping. Excellent, excellent. Skipping in there with a pink top. Well done, well done. Oh look, now that you see the line is opening out now to let a few more volunteers in. Okay, old chap, do you want to join in? Come on. Yes, come on. Don't say no. You've got a musket, for goodness sake. Come on. Get stuck in. Come on. Well done, well done.
There's the old flag.
Where is he going to be? The little boy that Santa Claus forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. Excellent. I shall speak to the Duke of Wellington and say how smart he
Yeah.
was.
Let's keep the shells and powder dry. There's the back of the magazines with the windows, isn't there? Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Maybe come, oh, like that one there, see with the face print.
That's it, yeah, yeah. And that chimneys in it. Up here.
These are that, I thought they were
Yep, kilns. You notice that's now the electricity point, but there used to be a gun casemate there as well. Brilliant, eh? Excellent. Hello. Hi. Oh no, you can't. I'll get you from this area. Yes. Yeah. All the way around there if you want. And that's magazines, we'll have a check of that in the bottom bit and everywhere else. Yeah. Just being stationed here in the views. There's something there. Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's right. Yeah. I think there were stairs, look, it's just we can see through. See it? Any light coming through the bottom of the bush? Oh no, yeah, it's in it. It's a collapsed bit of wall at observation deck. It's dropped. Sorry about the wobbliness, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't got a gimbal or anything to stabilise with me. But yeah, we're in tune with exploring with Camo. Camo, even I got that bloody wrong, it's our bloody name. Exploring with Camo, part of the Bandit City camocrew team. Jeff has come down from Liverpool. It's like a 600-mile journey.
So you started off as a young plough boy, you were put into a uniform, you went on a transport ship, you landed in France, Belgium, you'd never been abroad, you'd never been further than the next village, and suddenly you're given a musket, taught how to use it and taught how to march. And those soldiers stood firm at Waterloo, outnumbered, shot to pieces, but they didn't retreat. Napoleon thought he was going to march all the way through to Brussels, and he was stopped in his tracks. And we were so exhausted at the end of that battle, we couldn't even pursue the retreating French, and that was left to the Prussians, who retreated, who then attacked the retreating French all the way back to Paris.
Definitely. Get fit, I might break your leg.
Interestingly, the drummers, if you look at the drummers, they've got drummers' tapes on their uniform. It's a distinctive uniform. They were the most hated men in the army because they were the ones who used the cat of nine tails to flog soldiers.
Did he say drummers were given that?
I don't know if you've heard of the expression, the cat's out of the bag. It's got nothing to do with pussycat Willen, it's to do with the cat of nine tails.
Someone's let the cat out of
The
the bag.
drummers would lay on the cat of nine tails onto the miscreant's back, and the surgeon, my job, as soon as that first stroke was administered, was to count the strokes and make sure they weren't going to kill the soldier. I had to also make sure
one for each room.
drummers were both right-handed.
Officers, one for each room. Living quarter for officers.
Left-handed, both whipping the man because it would make a cross on his back which would never heal. The drummers also had a second language. They were paid more than the line troops. Their job was to parley with the enemy, be it Frenchman, German, Dutch, Spanish or whatever, because our troops were mercenaries.
Hello mate, you
They'd
alright?
kill their own mother if the money was right. And the drummers, of course, were also a target for the enemy, because everything was done by beat of drum. Each drum beat meant something to these soldiers. The fight is simply there to lift their spirits.
Yeah, this is the Redoubt Fort Dover. It's on its open day. Not too bad, it's cost £5 to get in. It gives you a feel of what the forts, some of the forts we've been in, which are deserted and abandoned, what they feel like. Look at that dual fireplace, that's strange. Yeah, nice, isn't it? And then there's your little bed. These were cells.
These were cells?
Yeah, it makes sense with that being the yeah, but these were cells.
Flame and unburned powder comes out of the touch hole and actually burns the left hand.
Oh God, look, here we go, meeting him again, like someone like Ike, I see you. How you doing, mate?
How you doing, folks?
Yeah, sound that's good to meet you and all that.
The right hand back. And his face would be pockmarked with unburned powder, like tattooed. And then when he retired and pulled
Yeah.
up with his ill-gotten gains,
In the end,
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, you again? How you doing?
Are you enjoying your flight?
It's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
There's been a lot of work done here.
Sorry?
There's been a lot of work done
Yeah.
for a couple of years.
So we were talking to Phil Hillier last time. He was like, yeah, there's been a lot. The last time we come down was end of February or May or something like that. They were doing stuff here.
Yeah, because they're only open 2 weekends a year.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Oh, the drummers are marching around. Ladies and gentlemen, you did see that correctly. IKS on film. But yeah, hello IKS. At least you said hello, Ian. I was just looking at that then. Right.
1940. This is when we were being stripped, showered and scrubbed.
Right, in the event, this is Duskative Tone State 1940. In the event of a gas attack in this converted room, soldiers would have been stripped, showered and scrubbed before being applied with anti-gas ointment. The room was supervised by a non-commissioned officer and 3 private soldiers in full-time protective clothing. Chemical washes, including bleach, would have been washed out the drain and the floor. Unfortunately, no gas attacks ever took place. Cool. That's why everything was sealed up in there. What quickly do, you can stop it to read it yourselves.
Right, we're going to get all these
There.
children at the other end, and I think they're going to pretend to be French.
There. And there. If the battery runs out on this, peeps, just do forgive me.
Well done, well done.
Way up at Newcastle, someone's come in and destroyed it, look. Not good, not good, not good. They've got quite big rooms considered, didn't they? These are now officers' rooms, ladies and gentlemen. Officer down there, look. That's his washing area, his kitchen by the looks of it, his drainage system, and his fire and his bed. Lots and lots of graffiti in here, not very good, all scratched in and ruined. Some 1989, look. N. Robinson, you are a... 7 officers' toilets. Officers' latrine. There you go. It actually smells of poo in here. Cool. Found out. Still fucking stinks of it.
So these flints that we're using are 200 years old. In fact, they're millions of years old, and they're as sharp as anything. And you get probably 30 shots out of one flint. Okay.
Whoa.
Well, that's a good line for our Frenchies here. Vive la couleur!
It's a revolution, mon ami. They will never take a country, and you never take a heart.
The French have actually beaten the thin red line. Well done, you frog eaters.
I wonder if there's anybody here visiting from France for the day. You bastards, you won't let die, will you?
Well done, you lot.
Sorry for the language, ladies and gentlemen. Forgot we're filming. Oh, these are magazines.
If we can have a round of applause for these young frogs. I don't know what the term is for a young frog.
Slowly
Oh, yeah.
They've gone for a
Oh,
cigarette.
they can.
Froglets. Little froglets. Well done.
The main magazine. Lamp recesses, yeah, I thought there was. Seen these in other forts, and I was thinking at the same time they were lamp recesses. So it's good to show you how that works. That was.
Alright, see you later.
Yeah. Air vents, and unless that's where shell casings were thrown back down. Then back into that magazine room.
Ah, this is the griever.
Yes,
This is so the
yes, yeah. Keep the gunpowder and nothing dry.
Yeah.
And like it adds to an extra blast wall, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're going down to the gun galleries, and the muskets will be poked out through loopholes. And if you think that was loud, wait till you hear these muskets going off.
Hello. Alright. Phil Hollier, you know Phil Hollier?
Yes,
Is he here today?
I haven't seen him yet.
Right, okay.
Yesterday afternoon.
Right. I'm trying to see if he's got the keys to the tunnels and all that, you see. Been in him before, but Jeff didn't come with us last time, so I thought, oh, if I see him here, it's easy to go into his house.
He was around yesterday afternoon. I think one of his sons is here.
Right, I'll just about recognise him if I see him. Right, cheers, thank you. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look, a bit of a sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, we can show you something. He reminds me of the geezer of Ain't I Hotman. Where's he gone? Come back. On patrol. Bloody hell. Yep, it's coming together, so I'm off. Hot. Whew. The clothing they wear, look. Wicked. Yep. Stop sparks, innit?
The same again.
Yeah.
Round stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not a continuous wall.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
The waiting passage.
And then down the stairs, I suppose, yeah? Thank you. Cheers, mate, thank you. Oh, good. That's all right.
Can you hands up again?
Yeah, it's just, I'm sweating off, mate, and they're falling down. I'm glad I brought a stick on this one. Shame can't walk around these top bits like then we was in Western Arts earlier, look. Same sort of layout.
This is fine, so you can just kind of come and go. But with the North Central entrance, because it's a tour,
And it's anywhere.
once it gets all booked, that's it.
A lamplight sort of thing. And a slit arrow, isn't it? Yeah.